Hi, my name is Jan Boal. I'm a psychiatric RN, facilitator, and author. Thank you for being here today. I believe that the universe wants us to succeed. The universe wants us to have abundance and joy in our lives. And how do I know that? Because in my life, I paid attention to the signs and followed my calling. When we work at a higher vibrational level, when we do what we really believe in, and when we're happy, our vibrations rise. When we're not, we're at a lower vibration. Positive feeds positive, negative feeds negative. I believe the universe gives us these signs to help us to find that path, to help the planet as a whole, per se. One of these things that happened to me in my life was I was trying to find some more spirituality, kind of find my purpose, my calling, and I made a decision that I was going to quit my job and travel around the world and study endangered animals to kind of give back. And I was asking, universe, is this really what I should do? You know, this is kind of a big move. Well, I had received a gift, unbeknownst to the person who gave me this gift, that that I was thinking about doing this. And I opened the gift up, and it was a calendar, and it said, "Passport to the world." And that was just one more affirmation for me to know that I was on the right path. When we open ourselves up, when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable to what the universe has to offer, it's scary. You know, it's scary to do what you really want to when you hear all the other voices telling you, no, you shouldn't do this, yes, you should, you know, blah, 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 blah. But you have that call inside you of where you want to go with your life. When you pay attention to these signs, when one door closes, that's okay, because another door is going to open, and it'll be better and more spectacular than you had ever imagined it would be. When I decided to go on this quest and kind of put my theory to practice, I had amazing signs and visions and dreams that came true, because as I allowed myself to be more open, more information came to me. One of the situations that happened was when I was in Africa. I was on studying the black rhino. When we were on foot, there was a group of 4 of us at a guard, and I had a vision about this lion coming out and attacking one of my work partners. Well, a few minutes later, we came into a dense bush area, and sure enough, our guard stopped and just said, "Run." So we took off running, and I didn't know what was going on, and I could, you know, like, what are we running from? And sure enough, it was a lion, and this lion was hot on right on my heels, and I didn't know who was beside me, but I knew it was either going to be me or the person next to me who was going to get attacked. And I heard a thud. I turned around, and sure enough, it was the lion, and it was on my co-worker who I had that vision about. And then the lion was off. And then I decided to go back and help her, since I was a nurse, and help her see if I could get her back to safety. And I had to face the lioness again as she circled back around. So I was able to rescue my coworker, got her to a hospital. We were all okay, but it was a pretty miraculous event. So much that even in Kenya, they said, nobody survives a lion attack. When word got out, and I went to the Masai Mara, they're known for the fiercest warriors. And I had a warrior as a guide. And when I met up with him, he had asked me, he goes, "So, you seen any lions?" And I was kind of like, why do you ask? So he tells me about the rites of passage, which is, in the end, to become a warrior, you have to spear a lion. And I tell him, you know, my experience. The next day he picks me up and says that my chief of my village wants to meet you. He takes me there, and they made me an honorary Maasai warrior, which is a pretty big deal, because they usually treat women kind of second class, and it was an incredible honor. What that ties up for me, what I realized that in following my calling and believing that I was meant to go on this quest, was that I literally had to become a warrior to realize I have that warrior inside myself. We all have that warrior inside of ourselves. So when we're afraid to really go forth with what we believe in, that we want to do, you can find that warrior. You just hunker down, put on that warrior face, and get through your day and go after really what you want. Because when you do, doors will open, joy and abundance will come into your life. Absolutely. I'm telling you, because my life has changed in so many ways because of that. And I hope to empower in you to find that warrior in yourself. Thank you.